Hello everyone, Equinox here, and I was originally going to post a bigger, longer audio roleplay today, but I decided, particularly given the topic that I wanted to talk about, that I am going to be as real with you and as open with you as I possibly can be. I'm not going to hide this behind role plays. I'm not going to hide this behind a character or, pretty words. So this is me to you, as honest as I possibly can be right now. I know that anxiety and depression are real things. I know that mental illness is a real thing, and I know that there is so much stigma around it, and I know that even audios and the comfort people receive through them has stigma too. I know this, and I still make them. I know this, and I still listen to them. Believe it or not, I have depression and anxiety too. Uploading an audio isn't as easy as you would think. It absolutely terrifies me, and there are many days I want to take my entire channel down for fear of not being good enough or not doing enough, not living up to the expectations of myself and my subscribers. But this audio isn't about me. This audio is my view personally and my advice personally for you. Number one, anxiety is okay to have. It is actually a very natural thing. It is something we are meant to have. It is our fight or flight reflex in a way. It is the thing that tells us when something is wrong. And for some people, for a lot of people, it's overactive, but that's not a bad thing. Even the darkest of storms let in a little light, whether it's bright, flashing lightning or just the barest edge of sunlight to create silver linings in clouds. Anxiety, even when it feels like it is going to eat you alive, can bring so many things to your life. It can bring you hobbies that you never thought you'd get good at. I know people who draw to assuage their anxiety, and it helps, and they are amazing artists now. I know people who write. I have friends who write to help their anxiety, and they are now being published as authors, and that, while it brings a whole new set of anxieties, it has brought them a skill and a hobby and something that they can create with. And what they create is beautiful, and it's deep, and sometimes it's dark, and sometimes it causes emotions, and that in and of itself is so great and so exhilarating. Yes, panic attacks are terrible. Anxiety attacks are terrible. Feeling like your chest is caving in or like everyone in the room is staring at you in judgment makes even simple tasks sometimes so hard. But I want all of you to remember that getting out of bed every day, waking up every day, facing that internal fear that may not be the most rational, makes you a superhero. Because there are people who can't. And to those people I say, keep trying. There are days where my anxiety has me not wanting to get out of my bed, days where I pretend to be sick just so I can lay in bed an hour or two longer before getting up to face the day, if I get up at all. And that's reality. And while I am not a therapist and not at all a licensed practitioner, I would say keep trying. Find some sort of grounding technique that works for you. Find a breathing exercise that brings you back, to your own center. Find a hobby. Find the smallest thing, if you have to hold on to. Number 2, and this one relates to depression. Depression can eat away at you, and it will eat away at you, and sometimes it will feel like there is no way out. And I have to say that there is always a way out. There is always a brighter future, because life will get better. I know that it doesn't feel like that now, whether it's high school, middle school, college, jobs, family, loss. All of that can pile up, and all of that can feel like something that we won't be able to handle, and that is it's not okay. I'm not going to say it's okay. Depression, having it, feels like the world is on your shoulders, and that isn't an okay feeling. But living with it, realizing that it too can be a superpower, it's a silver lining. There are so many great artists with depression, so many scientists with depression. There are so many actors, actresses. Depression is so common, and yet we won't talk about it. Anxiety is ridiculously common, and yet we won't talk about it. And here I am saying, talk about it. The only reason why these things have stigma is because we let them. The only reason why we whisper about having mental health issues, whether it is depression, anxiety, bipolar, schizophrenia, autism, all of those sorts of mental disorders, the only reason why we whisper about them or why we act like they're some sort of hindrance is because the world has told us that they are. The world has told us that we are broken. And I disagree. I truly disagree. And I wanted here and now to be open about that and to tell all of you that take what the world says makes you broken and turn it into something beautiful. Either take it and create art with it, expose those feelings for what they are, or take it and use all of that energy and all of those feelings and those thoughts to change the world, even if it is only to make someone smile. Change the world if you can cure cancer, or if you can prove that light speed exists, or prove that there is another world out there we could go inhabit. If you can do that, more power to you, because I know I can't. I know I can't. But what I can do is be here for you. And this is where I'm going to be. And I know that this is going to sound so weird coming from someone on the other end of the screen and just a voice in your ears, but I truly do care about all of my listeners and all of my subscribers and everyone that I interact with. I do have so much care to give, and I want all of you to be the best that you can be, because life has so much to offer, and you have so much to offer. No one on this planet, no one in this universe is unimportant. There's not a single life that doesn't have meaning, and I believe that so wholeheartedly. And I want you to hear it, even if you don't believe the words coming from my mouth. So just remember, you are not broken. You are not in any way unworthy. You are you, and you are a beautiful creation in and of yourself. And I want you to remember that you are worth it, and that you are important, and that there will always be people who will care and who will help see you to the lighter and brighter tomorrow.